Part 2 of the forensic photographer story. If you missed part 1, I discovered a photograph of my own house at a crime scene, taken 4 days before I arrived. My supervisor told me to go home, pack a bag, and leave immediately. I told myself I would be in and out in 10 minutes. I walked through the front door, went upstairs, packed quickly, and was about to leave when something made me stop at the top of the stairs. Something was wrong with the kitchen. I could see it from where I was standing, something on the counter that had not been there when I left that morning. I walked down slowly, and there on my kitchen counter, sitting in plain sight, were the binoculars from the farmhouse. The exact pair that the evidence team had bagged and tagged before I left the scene 2 hours earlier. Sitting in my kitchen, in a house I had locked behind me that morning, in a house that nobody else had a key to. I called my supervisor with shaking hands. He told me to get out immediately, that he was sending a unit. I grabbed my bag and walked to the front door and opened it. Across the street, parked in exactly the position shown in the photograph on that table, was a car I did not recognize. Engine running, no lights, nobody visible inside. Just sitting there in the middle of the afternoon watching my front door in the exact spot where someone had once sat and taken that photograph. The unit arrived within minutes. They approached the car. It was empty. Engine still running, completely empty. No plates, no registration, nothing inside except a single photograph sitting on the passenger seat face down. One of the officers turned it over and called me over to look at it. It was me, standing in the doorway of the farmhouse that morning, taken from inside the tree line across the field. I was visible in perfect detail. Whoever had been in that farmhouse when we arrived had not left before we got there. They had been there the entire time, watching us process their crime scene, watching me photograph their walls, and then they had followed me home. I did not stay in my house for 3 months. The investigation is technically still open. No suspect has ever been identified. No explanation has ever been given for how those binoculars got into my kitchen. But the thing that keeps me awake at night is not the binoculars. It is not the car. It is not even the photograph of me in the doorway. It is the fact that when I look back at every image I took inside that farmhouse, in the reflection of the back bedroom window, behind where I was standing when I turned over that photograph, there is a shape in the tree line outside that should not be there. Somebody was already watching when I arrived, and I walked right past them without ever knowing. Have you ever been somewhere and only realized afterward that something was deeply wrong? Tell me in the comments.